Hello everyone, I'm William, and today, to thank all of you, I proudly present the 100 subscriber special Q&A. In case you haven't already seen it, I uploaded a video the other day to ask you to post your questions so I could make a short video answering them. So, without further ado, let's begin. Lego Lorax asked, are you thinking about adding more villains to Ant-Man? If so, what could their names or powers be? Well, I'm almost finished with the script for the season finale, and although there may not be any more villains introduced this series, we will see more of Bufferman and what he is capable of. We will see a fight scene between him and Ant-Man, and they will try to outdo each other with their superpowers. Although there may not be any more villains introduced this series, we will see a couple new heroes. And also, Andrew will have a much bigger role in this next episode with his own superhero costume. I'm planning on making a spin-off series next year, and with that I hope to have a different villain for each episode. I hope this answers your question okay. If not, please let me know. Star Wars Studio 100 asked, when did you start the art of Lego stop-motion animation? In January 2015, I did my first ever brick film, Lego The Haunted House Chronicles of Panjudica Part 1, the first of 4 films. I only just started then, so the animation and sound quality isn't that good. But I still feel happy with it because that's what started me off. And I do plan to make more films of this series next year. Stormtrooper 54 asked, what software do you use? I use a stop motion software called ZU3D Studio 3. The chances are you probably haven't heard of it. They are a company based in the UK. They really deserve all the praise they get because they are fantastic. You can do a lot of things with it. In fact, I do absolutely everything on it, from sound editing to video editing. Actually everything to do with the filming. They are really amazing. I have no complaints. Dynamite Narwhal asked, how do you make Legos fly? Please answer. I use a technique called masking. A lot, if not most stop motion programs, should be capable of doing this. Basically, you start off with your minifigure, and each frame you will place an extra brick underneath the figure. After you've finished, you then rub out the bricks from the frames by replacing the patch with another frame. And there you have it. Your minifigure should be flying. If you want a more in-depth tutorial about how to do this, you should watch this tutorial by Fancy Pants. Link in the description below. Brick Block Animations asked, what's the script writing process like for you? Well, I'm sure most filmmakers of any medium will probably agree that the single most important and most difficult part of making a good film is writing a good script. You might be excellent at animating, have fantastic set designs and sound design, but if you don't have a good story to tell, then you're not going to make a good film. I'm not really that organised when it comes to how much writing I do, as in, I don't usually have a schedule or anything like that. Generally, I will write a little bit whenever I have the time. My 4th episode of Ant-Man is taking a very long time to write, mostly because I am really busy working on other projects at the same time. But I don't think it's worth writing a rush script just to fit with a particular schedule. Quite often, once I've finished my script, I will go back to the parts I don't feel that happy about and try to think up a better idea for that particular scene. You may remember that scene in Ant-Man episode 2 when Andrew is shot in the arm by a laser bullet. Well, my original plan was that he was going to be shot in the heart, only to be saved by his phone that was in his breast pocket at the time. I really wasn't happy with that idea, mostly because that is such a cliche. So in the end, I decided it would be better if he was just shot in the arm instead. If ever you feel unhappy with an idea in your script, don't just leave it, find a better alternative. Dirt Stump asked, what or who inspired you to start brick filming? Do you have any plans or aspirations for the future of your channel? I have always loved writing stories, and nowadays, one of the best ways to make your stories public is adapting them as films. And when you think about animating with Lego, you're bound to already own a lot of it, and if you don't, then it's easy and relatively affordable to buy the amount you'll need to tell your story. Unlike most forms of filmmaking, such as live action or CGI, you can make a decent looking stop motion film with little to no budget. I think one of the animators who truly inspired me was probably the brick filmer Doug Vandergrift. It was then I truly saw the endless possibilities of the Lego brick. Yes, I do have big plans for the future of my channel. I pretty much have all my major films planned up until the beginning of 2018. Because of Jesus Films asked, how did you come up with your studio name, and what is the meaning behind it? That's a good question. I think it's really as simple as the fact that I've always liked all things nautical. I originally was as for the meaning, well, I have always liked the idea of a guiding light, contrasting the darkness of the sea at night. So, although I didn't name my studio Lighthouse Productions like I originally was going to, the name still keeps the nautical theme. And that's pretty much it for now. Before I leave, I thought I might add that I'm currently working on another film at the moment. It's for the Bricks in Motion Sight and Sound Contest and will be released on Thursday the 1st of September. This is quite a long way away, and I would like to make a short film before I release it, but that all depends on how long this is going to take. Hope to see you before then. If not, then I will see you in September. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook. That's all for now. Goodbye.